This section of the last bus is sitting in a depressed middle. Although it seems that the pressure is the best in Shenzhen. Because you haven't noticed his hand. His midlife crisis. Otherwise, the best bus. Why is Yuan Bait hit by a big car? A few big guys popped out from the inside, drunk, and yelling at the hairdresser. They looked like a bunch of bastards and they opened the door when they went to the bus. To go to the brave little female driver. The driver opened the door. This will be the worst he has ever done this year. As soon as the big guys get in the car, they are so drunk that they can be corrected. If it's okay, I'll call someone else's count and step on. Bless the elderly. I know I can't afford it. The most bitter group of little beauties who started to harass students. And at this moment, a weird smile suddenly appeared at the corner of the middle-aged man's mouth behind. Still looking at her like plaster beauty. Through the most tricky door. Where did he go? Take him gently. But the middle-aged car in Shanwang Township. Time to buy a ticket. Most likely found him. Everyone come together. Old man, why are you still here? You can take a revolver out of your pocket and dump all the bullets in the gun. For us at the same time, the construction of the middle-aged man smiled slightly, picked 5 and officially started. Li Chun was taken aback. Okay. He wanted this pain on purpose. Because he hasn't fought in 8 years, he wants to activate the memory of fighting. The blood in the second group of 3 coughing circles still flowed down and took another hit on the back of the head. Ordinary middle-aged people must have already sponsored the device. I went out with him and fought with excitement until the second and third. Someone pulled out a knife and struck him hard. The familiar Rui goes to trauma. What can the second person do to help me make you late? This thin old man has a lot of strength to name 2 people. A difficult fall and knowing. Which means the end of round 1. 5 drunks physical fitness. Everyone is male and female. Why today our group of people is so afraid of being worsened by a middle-aged man wearing a polo shirt. Middle-aged men's watches issued at school. Grow on the right hand. This became his command. Then he pulled out a small anti-aircraft gun that was cm deep from his waist. It's the man opposite. To be more certain. All at the beginning. The watch knows that Lian Cheng 3 drooping head leader, the second person is hurt more miserably, so don't look at the third person and give him a waterproof drawstring tradition. The neck is almost suffocated, and the head is the most expensive. The bus with the middle-aged man is the bus. Don't end the round. The people in the car are scrubbing. Some people have their noses broken and some people lose their teeth, but the end of the foreign country is difficult to stand up. Opened the door and walked back. Hello everyone. We meet again. The little girl from the Central Party School hurriedly left. Because of round 3. It won't be so good. Wait until it's difficult to get out of the bus. No one inside can stand up. He returned the phone to your driver who was limping. Home already. Wife is waiting for him. He helped him deal with the wound. I wish you hadn't been so cool for a long time. They talked very new. Went back to sleep. 7 o'clock in the morning on the second day. Middle-aged man gets up again. He arrived. A humble middle-aged man lives in a humble small town in the United States. He is a decadent middle-aged dog on the surface. Is actually a top of retirement for many years. Or give it to the CIA. Legal work. After retiring, the CIA gave him an audit job and let him go to work today. The Lord thinks he wants. He has one who lives in a nursing home. On the surface it is an Alzheimer's who only knows to watch TV is actually a retired senior FBI. Although he is always asleep, he can enter his room when he enters his room at the hill, and he can see that this is the old Jianghu man Li Rui. After retiring in the middle, Shangguo became a 2-point and 1-line border area filled with day after day. Knowing that 2 thieves broke into his house in this bowl, he could easily defeat them, but he saw that one of the thieves was a woman. The gun in the woman's hand has no bullets at all. He described letting them take the money and leave. Just after this world, it seems to be a laughingstock to make you laugh at him often. It's useless to teach him, just rubbish. First aid Ling's son also thinks his father is a waste. The pressure of the middle-aged finally broke out in the middle of the night. On the bus like this, he fought with his own hands and overturned 5 gangsters who harassed girls with knives. Then disappeared into the night. But in this battle he got offended people who shouldn't be offended. That gang is a gangster and one of them is a relative of the gang boss. Dad saw the upper level of the ground and vowed to find a middle-aged person to get revenge. They saw the middle-aged man's transportation card at the scene. It didn't take long to find his home address. He prepared a big meal for his family in the middle of last night. Before the drink started, he was keenly aware of the gas outside the house. Think for many years. Just came to trouble him. Immediately asked the family to put down the tableware and enter the basement immediately. I was scared by what I called. I heard what he said at the basement door. In the middle, the densely packed basement designed by Knock Knock is actually a bastard fortress. A person nearby stays outside. Don't call the police with just 1 sentence. The iron gate is closed. He wants to cook the noodle devil. A few gunmen outside are approaching the house. Suddenly the lights of the whole house are turned off. Hunting prey in the dark but they don't. I don't know they are the prey. Frequent derailed girls in the show appeared and only used a baseball bat to fight 2 gangsters and there was no time to fight back. He would not show mercy anymore because of the other side. The wind passed his mother. He died immediately. 2 of the 3 kitchens took away the fruit to the third of the 0 count to 42. The next 4 enemies will be given to the kitchen at the same time for other activities. It's a pity that it is prohibited to kill 1 person from the front market. He ended up using a motor alone. Wait till shape again. Then I put it in a trunk with my hands. A According to the voice, there are still 3 criminals in foreign countries. The middle one broke free of the handcuffs without thinking about twisting his hands. He picked up the fire extinguisher on the side and kicked the big picture in the back row with his feet. Coming in directly from the village head in the background, pushing the front passenger rushing to the pole, the car got out of control, and then rolled a few laps on the ground. The tabletop was able to run from the rear compartment. Where are the other 3? Forgive them for not remembering in this life. Hands of the next life. Dong Mianwan ran home and the family formed from the basement. Wives and children saw a mess in the house. Dayton Street 17. I can't imagine that this is a weak and incompetent dad doing. He put them in the car to hide. Then go home and take out the gold bars that she has been you for a long time. Take a sip of wine. The cleanly activated self-detonation system turned the entire family into ashes with the bodies of 4 intruders in 15 seconds. Tokyo, call old father. Be careful that someone may come to you and please do nothing. He said that he went in. 2 killers come to eat. Proceed to the countertop. With the high complainant, he reached out for lightning and grabbed the opponent's position. It's better to be in the fuse. MCA's powerful brain list for a killer compares to other shotguns. The other person ate the cannonball before he could react. The care worker in the nursing home in the distance was fine. What was it robbing the wife's room? Originally opened the door. To find the old man watching the war. Old fair with blood on his face. Press his right index finger on this monitor. Looks alike this time. After viewing. Check it out first. Don't underestimate an equation. Even if he has already moved in. And his son, a middle-name retired killer, also decided and defended the truth of the family that had been embarrassed by one person. Use what I have learned all my life in my own factory. You know all kinds of. Because there are not many things in China, she uses things. Nail stick. Jin Minyu's civilian play is ready. He first came to Hefeng's Jin. The caretaker here is closed. Then put oil on these hundreds of millions of dollars, this pile of money. This time I came to the bar base of the gang boss. Dad just happened to create another song and found out as soon as he finished singing. Is he eating? Grandfather. After changing to a song, the underworld is surrounded. There are only a dozen guns left. The boss said you are very kind. Love at first sight. Clean the desk. One broke to the address. It explodes when he pulls his fingers. I hope you are not in a hurry, CAO. Dad had to tell all his men to come out. The middle-aged man said that men can go to war, but you must never send someone to my house to disturb my family. So I asterisk have your treasury. This is for your teacher. Now I give you another chance. Everyone has a grudge. Effect you consider. Zhu Wenzong's simple total 98 returned to the car silently. The boss is. He decides. Ending ability is still running on the road in inexplicable 6th committee. Who doesn't want? Soon the middle one will be able to use it to target the gangsters and he has bought countless. I didn't expect that my old partner was already here, and I used a sniper rifle to cover it impulsively. What is even more exaggerated is that the 80-year-old father is also here holding his favorite modern outfit but a big badass. Step into the factory, you must pass through the tree here. 60 Yuan gangster. They have accomplished their mission with just 1 shot and 1 cash. Can be a tonometer. Can be the day of the week. Can also cure mouse traps. Although the 80-year-old father will not play and kill people when he walks, he is not fancy at all. The cover of the East and West Islands on the desktop, the RMB is moving wildly in the factory, if it is fighting Q. Q1 stoppable legendary. It won't take long to help me and die. Best brain Satoshi. The boss of the submachine gun. It's just that the 3 of them have no children. Dad yelled that you played and your whole family played. But the middle-aged man didn't plan to. He took out his broken head thunder from his arms and made the last dance. The mechanics are on the bulletproof glass, and then I feel that the glass rushes out and rushes towards the boss. The boss shoots at him. Phoenix can only see it after all. The last lesson key single has a lower shadow. End of the battle. No enemy survived. The middleman and wife are watching the stars again. The future is cute. Just need them. Must have.